So for the exponential equation, to solve, remember anytime you have an x in the exponent, the way you can get it down is by taking the natural log of both sides. So that's what I will do. And then what do we have here? What am I doing here? Just the natural log of 4. I'll take all of that down. Negative 0.2x ln of e. Oh, that's just 1. Sweet. ln of 4. So really I have negative 0.2x equals ln of 4. Divide by negative 0.2. So x equals ln of 4 divided by negative 0.2. So that's for that. Just real quick, why is the natural log of e 1? So let's rewrite this. Log base e of e equals what? If I change this to exponential form, e to the question mark equals e, just e. Well, that's e to the 1 already, so the bases cancel. Question marks have to be the same. So that's why it's 1. I don't know why I explained that one. That's old stuff. All right, cosine of x equals negative 1/4. That's the same thing as negative 0.25. This doesn't fall under unit circle exactly, so we need to use inverse trig. So I'll take the inverse cosine of both sides. That'll cancel. And I'll put this part in the calculator. We just have to remember, for cosine, for inverse cosine, it's only going to give us angles from 0 to pi. So if I go on my calculator, which I'm pulling up right now, if I go on my calculator and type in, make sure you're in radians, and I do negative 0.25 negative, and I take the inverse cosine, that gives me x, and I'm going to write out a bunch of decimals. Something like that. There's more, but I rounded. I'm just leaving it in my calculator for right now. So that's one of the angles. This pi over 2 is about, I should say about 1.57. So my angle lands somewhere over here. But that's for cosine. So I miss out on anything down here because there's actually more, right? This x-coordinate is negative, so that's great. That's why we have a negative 0.25. But there's another angle, this angle, which is from here, I'll do it in red, from here all the way to there. So this angle is my second angle. Well, that's just this angle plus something. Or the better way to think about it, the easier way to think about it, is to notice that this angle and that angle are congruent. So I really just go 180, right, all the way to 180, and then I add one more of those angles. So my first angle is that thing, whatever that is, and my second angle is 1.8234 blah, 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 plus pi, right? Because I go all the way to pi, and then I add that much more. It's getting really messy. Hopefully that makes sense. But then it says to solve it on that interval. So that's where you just, each of these you add plus 2 pi k equals 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, any positive or negative integer, and so forth. Same with this. You just add all that stuff. So those are the answers. That's it. We're done.